So why did Your Majesty decide to start Mentor?
Well, my interest has always been children and young people. And when I understood that the drug problem was increasing more and more over the world, and there was not such a thing like prevention, I started to think about it, what to do. And so there were two gentlemen from WHO who visited me, and so we discussed that together, and so we started Mentor, and in collaboration with the World Health Organization. And so this was many moons ago, it was 1994. And so we started with Mentor International, and I'm very happy to see that now we have so many mentors, one in Sweden, of course, but also in Germany, in the UK, in the United States, in Colombia, in Mentor Arabia, with 22 members of the Arabic League, and but also now in the Baltic countries. So I just visited Vilnius yesterday, and I must say they are working very hard with this issue, and so I want to stress also that we consider, of course, all the different cultures in different countries. But in Sweden, we have a program where we work with the companies, and also with we have a program for parents. And of course, this is something which we feel is very important. And so the companies, for instance, they give their employees the possibility to be a mentor. And of course, we help them with all those questions and prepare them for this rather difficult task. And they will do it for a year, every second week. So they get in contact with one child or a young person, and is the neutral partner, somebody they can rely on, somebody they can talk to without being stressed, because many times we understand that they have problems at home with their parents sometimes, or very often they are divorced, so they're living with or the mother or the father, and they already have problems perhaps, and the children are in a very difficult situation. So the mentor is a catalyst as well. He can help the parents, but certainly the young people. So that's what Mentor is doing, and it's all about prevention. We feel that that's very important. We believe more in prevention than in cure, which of course is very important, and all governments are working with this issue, and of course they do it beautifully, but I think prevention, I think it's very, very important. So that's what we are doing.
So why is it so important to work internationally with this issue?
Well, I'm afraid that drugs don't have any borders. So we have to, and we should work all together. We should give hands. I mean, all the countries, all the police, everybody who's working with this issue should really collaborate and reach hands so that we are stronger. Because I think nowadays the issue of drug is quite aggressive as well. You can see advertisement, you can see, for instance, in the music, in the world of music, you can see all these different stories about drugs. You know, it's more or less not a secret language, but sometimes I don't understand what they're talking about, but I think the young people do, and so I think it's quite dangerous. They're more aggressive today. Also that some countries want to legalize it. It's also a big issue, which of course the governments have to deal with. But I feel that we should protect the young people and not putting them into this situation where the peer group is a very strong one, where of course it's so easy to get drugs nowadays. I think all that is so dangerous, and I feel that we all grown-ups should reach hands to avoid that.
And about Mentor, how important is it for this organization like Mentor that it is international? Yeah,
Yes, I think it's very, very important, of course, because we have Mentor International, but then we have all the other Mentor chapters, let's put, and so they are within Mentor International. So we collaborate, we discuss things, we see how could we do better, and so we have different projects as well. For instance, we have also a mentor project where you work in the schools, which also is important. So we work in Sweden more with the companies and with the parents, and so there are different ways to reach the young people.
Yeah. Mm. So what is Your Majesty proud of in terms of accomplishments?
Well, I'm proud that there are so many who want to join us, to be part of Mentor, and I really do hope that we can develop that more intensively, that we have more mentors, organizations, and that we have a closer cooperation. I mean, until now, during all these years, we had about 80 projects in different parts of the world, and we could reach 3 million to 4 million, depending how you count it, 3 to 4 million children, and we could reach the parents as well. So, well, that's what I think is so important, to be also an international organization. And of course we have collaboration with WHIF. We talk a lot with the International Olympic Committee, and we hope there that we can be of help. And in Vienna, there is from United Nations, shall we say, if not a filial, but an organization in Vienna when it comes to drug. United Organization Against Crime and Drugs, it's called. And so I have been there quite many times, and I have been involved in it as well. So I think all these collaborations are very, very important.
One last question. Why is it important to engage more and continue the efforts?
Once again.
Why is it important to engage more and continue the efforts? Why is it important to continue this work?
Yeah. Well, if you talk to the young people, something has happened. And this in the last years, that their way to look upon drugs has changed. So now it's in. The young people, they meet, and so drugs are everywhere. They talk about soft drugs, which it gives them the feeling that it's not so dangerous. But we all know that's the beginning. I mean, if you take hash or cannabis, you get more and more stuck to it, and you want more and more stronger drugs. So it's very dangerous to talk. You shouldn't make a difference between hard drugs and soft drugs. There is not such a thing. And so their way of looking upon drugs have changed. If a young person has taken the decision as a young grown-up to take drugs, others will respect that and say it's his decision. We have to respect that. And then I wonder, when do they save their friends? When it's too late? I feel that prevention is so important. It's so much better than cure. It's less expensive. If you talk about $18 per person, you would pay for prevention $1. So that's something which important people should think about it. And you could save so many tragedies, I mean, within the families, within their friends, and of course for the young people themselves. So that's my wish. Please join us, do something for prevention, and save those young lives.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.